So this right here is Queen Charlotte of England. They're calling her Sophia Charlotte, England's Black Queen. I came across this on Facebook today, and it said just believing the first information that I came across, I decided to do a little due diligence, research. She was the second. When I started reading, it let me know that she was the second Black Queen. This is from AAREG, inspiring the young minds of the future. African American Registry. Very interesting. That's what it's called. African American Registry. So as I began reading a little bit about her, first of all, I was intrigued that she was not the first so-called Black Queen of Europe. In this same setting, it's important to clarify this would be a fair woman, but it has nothing to do with the complexion of her melanin. It has everything to do with the fact that she is beautiful. Fair means beautiful. Fair does not mean light skin. I clicked on Felipe of Hainaut, which is the first Black Queen of England. And it brings me an image of this woman here. Queen Philippa of Hainaut is born. And I was reading a little bit about her because I'm not really intrigued by the fact that they are so-called black, used in modern day term, which has denotative meaning. But as I began reading about her and her siblings and what happened to her and her burial on January 9th, which happens to be my birthday, she was given a state funeral on January 9th, 1370. About 200 years before 1492. It did say that Philippa was a Black Moorish of Black Moorish ancestry. So I clicked on Moorish because I'm curious of what they mean, because everybody has a discrepancy when it comes to the term Moorish. So the Moorish community, a story. And this is the reason why I'm recording. So we begin reading. The Moors community is celebrated on this day, C200. They were Black Muslims of Northwest Africa and the Iberian Peninsula during the medieval era. This included present-day Spain and Portugal, as well as the Maghreb of Western Africa, whose culture is often called Moorish. The term Moor is a term first used by Christian Europeans to designate Muslims during the Middle Ages. The Moors initially were the indigenous Maghrebian Berbers. The name was later also applied to Arabs and Arabized Iberians. To some, Moors are not distinct of self-defined people. White Europeans of the Middle Ages and the early modern period variously applied the name to general geographic areas. The 1911 Encyclopedia Britannica observed the term Moors has no real ethnological value. The Sephardim or Sephardic Jews trace their descent from the Jews of this period. Jewish scholarship flourished alongside the Muslim academics. The term has also been used in Europe in a broader, somewhat offensive sense to refer to Muslims in general. During the colonial era, the Portuguese used the name Ceylon Moors and Indian Moors in South Asia, and Sri Lanka Moors and Bengali Muslims were also called Moors. In the Philippines, the long-standing Muslim community, which predates the arrival of the Spanish, now self-identifies as the Moro people, an exonym introduced by Spanish colonizers due to their Muslim faith. In 711, The African troops, mostly formed by Moors from northern Africa, led the Umayyad conquest of Hispania. The Iberian Peninsula then came to be known in classical Arabic as El-Andalus, which at its peak included most of the Septimania and the territory mentioned above. In 1827, the Moors occupied Mazara, Sicily, developing it as a port. They eventually went on to consolidate the rest of the island. The intellectual achievements of the Moors in Spain had a lasting effect. Education was universal in Moorish Spain. While Christian European, 99% of the population was illiterate, and even kings could neither read nor write. At a time when Europe had only 2 universities, the Moors had 17, located in Almeria, Cordoba, Granada, Jaén, Malaga, Seville, and Toledo. In the 10th and 11th centuries, public libraries in Europe were non-existent, while Moorish Spain boasts of more than 70, including one in Cordova, that housed hundreds of thousands of manuscripts. Universities in Paris and Oxford were established after visits by scholars to Moorish Spain. Differences in religion and culture led to a centuries-long conflict with the Christian kingdoms of Europe, which tried to reclaim control of Muslim areas. This conflict was referred to as the Reconquista. In 1224, the Muslims were expelled from Sicily to the settlement of Luceria, which was destroyed by white European Christians in 1300. The fall of Granada in 1492 marked the end of the Moors' Muslim rule in Spain, although a Muslim minority persisted until their expulsion in 1609. This thing ended at 7-Eleven, y'all. 7-Eleven is very monumental to me. I really don't care what your faith base is or your religion. How does it coincide with historical events? Yes. And I don't take from those that never have done me any favors, any love, historically. I just wanted to share this information with you. Yes, they say that the term Moor was offensive, but historically, I've read nothing that is offensive regarding the term or the identifying as a Moor. More so, I've learned that black is an offensive term through experience and historically. So I'm in favor with identifying as a Moor, or Moorish, or Muslim, or Muslim. I hope that I was able to share with something inspirational and informative with you tonight.